Every few years, millions of people gather in Prayagraj for one of the most powerful spiritual events on earth, the Kumbh Mela. At the sacred meeting point of the Ganga, Yamuna, and the mythical Saraswati, pilgrims, saints, and seekers come together for a ritual believed to cleanse the soul and renew life itself. This is not just a festival. This is faith, devotion, chaos, color, and humanity on an unimaginable scale. Welcome to Prayagraj. Welcome to the Kumbh Mela, the world's biggest spiritual gathering. What can you expect during the Kumbh Mela in Prayagraj? Expect a place unlike anywhere else on earth. Before sunrise, the riverbanks begin to wake up. Millions of pilgrims move through the mist, carrying blankets, offerings, prayer beads, and hope. The sound of bells, chants, drums, and conch shells fills the air as people walk toward the sacred waters. At the heart of the Mela is the holy bath. Pilgrims believe that bathing at the Sangam, where the Ganga, Yamuna, and the mythical Saraswati meet, can cleanse sins, bring blessings, and mark a spiritual new beginning. You will see sadhus covered in ash, saints wrapped in saffron robes, colorful processions, flags rising above the crowds, and entire temporary cities built from tents, lights, roads, kitchens, and camps. The atmosphere is intense, beautiful, and overwhelming. There is devotion everywhere, in the prayers, in the songs, in the silence, and in the endless movement of people. But the Kumbh Mela is also chaos on a massive scale. Expect huge crowds, long walks, loud sounds, dust, waiting, and moments where everything feels larger than life. And that is exactly what makes it unforgettable. The Kumbh Mela is not just something you watch, it is something you feel, a living ocean of faith, humanity, and ancient tradition. Inside the camps of the Kumbh Mela, you meet many different kinds of sadhus, Hindu holy men who have left behind ordinary life to follow a spiritual path. Some come from the Himalayas. Others travel from temples, ashrams, forests, villages, and sacred cities across India. Many belong to ancient spiritual orders known as akaras, where discipline, devotion, meditation, and renunciation are at the center of life. The color saffron is deeply symbolic. It represents renunciation, sacrifice, purity, and the search for spiritual truth. Some sadhus cover their bodies with ash, a reminder that the physical body is temporary and that life must be dedicated to the soul. Others wear rudraksha beads, malas, simple robes, or almost no clothing at all, each style expressing a different path of devotion. The flower garlands, orange fabrics, flags, lamps, and sacred objects are not just decoration. They create a spiritual space, a place for prayer, meditation, blessings, rituals, and teaching. For visitors, these camps can feel mysterious and powerful. They are places where ancient traditions are still alive, where silence and chanting exist side by side, and where every robe, bead, ash mark, and garland tells a story of faith. At the Kumbh Mela, the sadhus are not just part of the festival. They are one of its spiritual hearts. But the Kumbh Mela is also chaos on a massive scale. Expect huge crowds, long walks, loud sounds, dust, waiting, and moments where everything feels larger than life. And that is exactly what makes it unforgettable. The Kumbh Mela is not just something you watch, it is something you feel, a living ocean of faith, humanity, and ancient tradition. As my visit to the Kumbh Mela came to an end, one final moment brought everything together: the Great Parade. The streets filled with sound, color, and movement. Sadhus, saints, pilgrims, musicians, decorated chariots, flags, flowers, and sacred symbols all moved through the crowd like a living river of faith. After days of prayers, rituals, and encounters, this parade felt like the perfect ending: powerful, emotional, and unforgettable. As I watched the parade pass by, I realized that this journey was not only about seeing a festival, it was about feeling the spirit of millions of people coming together in faith. And with that final image, my visit to Prayagraj came to an end.